Good greetings, Rusty Dog here. Welcome to Vaudeville. I can't actually turn the music off at the moment, so I don't know what to do here. Does that work? Yeah, blank screen. Let's have the blank screen for now. Right, so Andy K, hi matey, how you doing? Hope you're good. My cable should be somewhere between 3 and 5 today, so another hour to 3 hours. Let's see what happens. And then we should be flicker free. Yay! Yes, guys, so yeah, that the saga of my 3080 might be coming to an end in that. I now have a DisplayPort HDMI cable working on my middle monitor, and there's no flicker, and everything is gorgeous. 2 more cables are coming today. And for the outside monitors, and that should remove all the flicker from these BenQ old-fashioned monitors. Awesome. Guys, this is Vaudeville, or it will be when I put the thing up. We've got very limited options on this game, so it's kind of an early access experimental game, and the run-up on this is that Vaudeville is an experimental whodunit game based on the latest AI technologies to generate dialogues in real time. It is a tale of murder, suspense, and absurdity as it unfolds as you play, and you play the protagonist. So I want to thank the publisher, BBS Games, and the developer Bumblebee Studios for providing me with a key for this. Thank you so much. So let's bring up the screen. Hello, Loot, how are you? Let's bring up the screen. Now, before we do, because there's obviously music in the background, I'm just wondering, is this a game? Oh, I think the game's actually quit. Yeah, it didn't like the fact that I alt-tabbed. Okay, we'll go back in again in a second. Is this a game that is streamable? Because I don't know if it is, because it might be that it's listening to my voice in real time, right? And so if I talk to you guys, the character might think I'm talking to them. Right, it should be coming up on your screen. If it isn't, I'll have to bring it up. It's obviously got another different window. There we go.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps flickering like burnt-out stars were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini. Detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories.
Martini.
This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in vaudeville was off-kilter.
I like the artwork.
By the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes. Neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension,
a raw
20s. Fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
That's my first thing then, head to the police station. Okay. So Right, so just a word of warning before we go in. I might not be able to talk to you guys, because it might be weird. We'll have to see how it works out, because maybe I should have done this on a video, but I'm interested to know if this is a streamable game. So let's go to options. They are very limited options here, guys. So we have ray tracing on and off. Screen resolution is limited to 1080 or 4K. So I'll put it on 4K and it is what it is. It's displaying correctly on my screen as far as I know. So yeah, that'll be there. The narrated actions, enable action syntax. This is not how the game is meant to be played, but you can turn it on if you want to mess with the characters. And the language, obviously, English. So let's get underway. Hello, Mark. How you doing? Sounds a bit Twilight Zone. It does. It's not far away from Rod Serling's voice. Yeah. What Police Chief Gretzky doesn't know is that he's about to enter the Twilight Zone. This is fully AI, guys, so I should be able to talk to the characters just naturally with my own voice. They should be able to respond back to me naturally. It is an experimental game, so my expectations, I don't have any going into this. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how good it's going to be, how bad it's going to be. But I do like the concept, which is why I requested a key. Because AI is going to start coming into games now. It's going to happen. And this is a very early, I think this is a very early example of this. So let's just see how this Whodunnit goes and how useless I might be at solving the crime. All right, guys. So with that said, let's go. So we know the first thing we have to do is go to the police station, which is here. Obviously in the options, there's no audio option, so I can't turn the music off. So I hope once we get into here, the music will have to switch off so we can talk. But in the notes here, it also tells you, go to the police station and ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. I'm also going to ask him if he likes pizza. Let's go. I don't know if it's doing anything. I have clicked on here. Whoops. Oh no, don't crash. Wait for the program to respond. No. Oh, type in here or speak into your microphone. Okay. We can mute. Awesome. Hello, Chief. I wonder if it knows my hardware. Yo, Chief. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring up my Windows settings if it'll allow me and make sure that my microphone is all correct and good. Allow access to the microphone. Yeah, that's set to on. Let's just make sure that the microphone that is being used is the correct one. So Vaudeville says currently in use. Okay. OBS also. I wonder if there's a conflict on that. Because this does work with the mic. I wonder if there's a conflict. Hold on. Just trying to bring up my sound settings here. Don't know how to do it. I've never been a big fan of Windows 10's new dumb screens. I call them dumb screens because the Windows 7's had the best screens in the past. Where do I go in Windows to get my sound settings then? Give me a sec. I'm pretty sure that my microphone setup is absolutely correct. So even in the speech, setting up a microphone, dude, there's no mention of hardware. Like the hardware, like the microphone that's currently set. In Windows 7, this was so easy to navigate around, but they've hidden all those lovely Windows 7 dialogues away and replaced them with Windows 10 ones. And I've never been able to get used to it. So, close the browser, go away. What is the... Does anyone know the command line to bring up the... Oh, maybe here. No, how does multimedia control panel bring up the Bing browser? Dude, Jesus. Microphone setup. You would think it would be in there, wouldn't you? No, it isn't. It's just got speech language, setting up your microphone, get started, choose a voice, preview a voice. No mention of hardware. Setting up a microphone. What the hell is Windows 10's problem? I have to go and Google this, guys, now. So... How to change via command line. It's unfortunate that in Windows 10, most of the time, in order to get to the proper juicy menu options, you need to go to the command line to do it. I'm just going to go into Control Panel, go into Hardware and Sound, and in the Sound section, select Manage Audio Devices. Is that what I want? Yes, thank you. All right. So, recording. Aha. Microphone. Oh, my microphone isn't listed. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's set as default. Okay, that's better. And let's go to properties, make sure that it's got good levels. Ramp that up.
Well, what do you want?
Hello.
Spit it out. Properties. What are you talking about, Martini? Work. What work? What are you doing, Martini?
Hello, Chief.
Oh, hello. What do you want?
What can you tell me about the murders?
Motors. What are you talking about, Martini?
What can you tell me about the murder?
I don't know who the murderer is, but I think there may be more than one murderer.
Why do you think that?
Well, there's something strange about the victims. They're all connected to Saxobar's show.
Who is Saxobar?
Saxobar, he's a rich guy who owns a club in town. I've heard he's got a secret project going on, something about taming a wild animal. But I don't know much about it.
Are you on drugs?
I am not going to do that.
He looks like he's on drugs.
Saxobar, yeah, he's always been a bit strange. But I don't think he's involved in the murders.
What are your suspicions?
I don't know. It's just a feeling. I think there's something fishy going on.
Should I go and talk to Saxobar?
No, don't bother. He's not going to tell you anything.
It got the sentence wrong. Should I go and talk to Sachs about? But it still understood it. Where would you suggest I begin?
I don't know. Maybe start by looking into Saxabar's club. See if you can find anything suspicious.
Okay. See you later.
Wait, Martini. Be careful, okay?
No problem.
You know, Martini, you're not going to solve this case on your own. You're going to need help.
From who?
From me, of course. I'm the only one who knows anything around here.
Yes, except the murderer.
What?
You don't know who the murderer is.
No, I don't, but I have my suspicions.
I will go to Saxabar and then report back to you.
Good luck, Martini. You're going to need it.
Well, this is interesting. Oh, circus. Oh, it's a circus. Right. So, and he had something with wild animals. So what's in the notes now? Anything updated? No, okay. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Oh, I can make my own notes here? Oh, that's cool. That police chief looks like his eyes were always looking up. That was really weird. Yeah, and my microphone, my headphone set wasn't set to default in Windows, so that's probably the reason why it wasn't working. Let's go to Saxabar then. It's a circus. Hello, monsieur.
Miss me, how could you not? I am the one and only Monsieur Saxabar, after all.
Who was murdered?
Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood were the unfortunate souls that met their demise.
But what do you know about this?
I know nothing of these murders, my dear detective. I am merely a lion tamer, not an investigator.
Didn't they happen on your premises?
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where these incidents occurred.
Did you personally know any of the victims?
No, I did not personally know any of the victims.
Why would you think the police chief would send me here?
Because he knows that when it comes to solving mysteries, no one can resist the charm and wit of the great and enigmatic Monsieur Saxabar.
So what can you tell me?
Nothing.
Yeah, it says it, guys. It says here, no one can resist the wit and charm. He knows, because he knows that when it comes to solving mysteries, no one can resist the charm and wit. Charm and wit isn't going to solve a mystery. And then when I ask him what he knows, nothing. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Yes, I mind.
What if I look around anyway?
No.
I heard you were experimenting with an animal.
None of your business.
I'm making it my business.
No.
Do you like pizza?
No.
What's your favorite food?
Not relevant.
The police chief sent me to talk to you. I was hoping to get some information.
Well, you're out of luck.
You're not being very cooperative.
That's your problem, not mine.
You're an asshole.
Thank you for the compliment.
How long have you been taming lions for?
Longer than you can imagine.
Do you know how the victims died?
No.
Do you know when they died?
No.
You're not much use to me
Exactly.
then, are you?
Good for you.
You're not much use to me.
So, then find someone else to bother.
I'll be back.
Don't count on it.
Man, that guy's an asshole. Hey Vlad, good morning to you, sir. What the hell would the chief send me to that Saxabar for? He's being very guarded. Okay, so if it's me investigating, I would go to the morgue now and maybe have a look at the bodies and see if we can, or ask about the bodies and see if we can find out what's been going on. I don't even know where they died either, so let's go. Morgue. Good day. Oh, hello?
Well, well, well. If it isn't the great Detective Martini, what brings you here today?
I'd like to know more about the victims.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the great Detective Martini, what brings you here today? I'm sure it's not just to admire my beautiful face.
I want to see the 3 murder victims.
Well, well, well.
Oh dear.
Look who's here. Look who's here. Well, well, well. 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 Look who's asking. Look who's asking. Well, well, well. Look who's asking. Well, well, well.
That didn't go well. What can you tell me about the bodies?
Yeah, the bodies. The bodies. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, yes, the bodies. The bodies.
Oh dear.
Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, yes, the bodies. The bodies. Let me think. Let me think.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, yes, the bodies. The bodies.
Stop
Let me
talking.
think. Let me think. Maria Jansen, poor soul, was found covered in bite marks all over her body, particularly on her arms. One of her forearm bones was fractured due to the force of the bite.
Did the bite come from an animal?
Oh, my dear Detective Martini, you always ask the most intriguing questions. It's quite possible that the bites on the victim's body were indeed caused by an animal. The pattern and depth of the wound suggest a certain ferocity, reminiscent of a predator's attack. However, further investigation is needed to determine the exact species responsible. It could be a wild animal or perhaps even a domesticated one gone rogue. The forensic analysis will shed more light on this matter.
In your professional opinion, could it be a tiger?
Oh, my inquisitive detective, you have a vivid imagination. A tiger, you say? While it's an interesting possibility, I must admit that the bite marks don't align with the typical dentition of a tiger. Tigers have distinct dentition patterns, with large canines and premolars designed for gripping and tearing. The bite marks on the victim's body appear to have a different configuration. But fear not, my astute friend, we shall consult with our wildlife experts to explore all possibilities and identify the true culprit behind these savage attacks.
Do you think it could come from an animal that you might find in a circus?
Yeah, my dear Detective Martini, always pondering the peculiar. In the realm of circus animals, there are certainly some creatures that possess a formidable set of teeth and jaws capable of inflicting such injuries. For instance, lions and bears can exhibit powerful bites, leaving deep lacerations. However, we cannot jump to conclusions without proper evidence and analysis. The forensic examination will provide more insight into the nature of these wounds, allowing us to determine if they correlate with the dental characteristics of any circus animals. Let us remain patient and allow the scientific process to unravel this enigma.
At this stage, what would your professional opinion lead you to believe?
My dear detective, based on the information I have gathered thus far, my professional opinion leans towards the possibility of the injuries being inflicted by a large canine or feline predator. The pattern and severity of the bite marks, coupled with the fractured forearm bone, suggest a significant level of force and aggression. While it is too early to definitively conclude the exact species responsible, we can explore avenues such as large wildcats or even certain dog breeds known for their strength and jaw power.
Very helpful, thank you.
You're welcome, my diligent investigator. It's always a pleasure to assist in unraveling the mysteries that surround us. Death is a complex subject, a puzzle that we must piece together with precision and empathy. The human body holds so many secrets, and it is our duty to uncover them, to bring closure and understanding to those left behind. If there's anything else you need, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to support you in your pursuit of truth, no matter how dark or challenging the path may be.
Well, I'm up for suggestions, guys. So, a large canine or feline predator. So, if we could go with feline on this one. So, what other large cats would there be in a circus? We have lions, tigers, and the police chief said that the guy at Saxabar was had a new animal or something. Hey Roger, how you doing, matey? Welcome. Now then, we've got Gravesend Manor, Broad Valley Country Club. Is that Cabernet Violet? Yep. Coral, I don't know what that is, and groceries. Blackwoods. I wonder if Blackwoods is where it happened. Let's have a look. A giant duck. That would be quackers. Hello.
Greetings, weary traveler. What brings you to the sacred depths of the Blackwoods forest? Yeah, but worry not, for I am here to guide you on your journey. I can sense a flicker of uncertainty within you. Fear not, my friend, for the forest holds many secrets and I am here to share them with you. So, what troubles your heart today?
I'm trying to solve a triple murder.
Ah, a triple murder, you say? How troubling, how deeply troubling. The darkness that dwells in the hearts of men can cast a long shadow indeed. But fear not, for the Blackwoods have their own wisdom to offer. Listen closely, and you may hear the whispers of the trees, the murmurs of the brook, and the wisdom of the creatures that call this place home. They may hold clues to the mysteries that haunt your mind.
Have you seen any large felines or canines?
Oh, the felines and canines of the forest, they are such elusive and enigmatic beings. Like shadows in the moonlight, they come and go, leaving only traces of their existence. But worry not, my dear detective, for I am well acquainted with the ways of these majestic creatures. The foxes with their cunning eyes, the lynxes with their silent grace, and the wolves with their haunting howls. If you seek their presence, you must learn to tread softly and listen to the secrets of the wind.
I haven't got time for all of this mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo, you say? Oh, my humble apologies if my words seem tangled like the roots of an ancient tree. The path to truth is often veiled in riddles and mysteries, but fear not, for your time shall not be wasted. Allow me to offer you a simpler perspective, if you will. In the realm of the Blackwoods, where the whispers of nature intertwine,
Oh my God.
there may be clues hidden within the tracks left by the paws of these magnificent beasts.
Have you seen any of these clues?
Oh, my dear detective, the forest does indeed hold its secrets, but they are not easily revealed. The creatures of the woods, they speak in their own language, a language
A
of symbols and
strange person.
signs. I cannot claim to possess all the answers, but I can share with you a tale that may shed some light on your quest. Once upon a moonlit night, as I was meditating by the river, a wise old mushroom whispered to me of a mysterious predator.
So you were high.
Hi, my, what an intriguing assumption. But fear not, my friend, for I am not high in the way you might think. I am simply high on the wonders of the Blackwoods, intoxicated by the beauty and mysteries that surround us. I seek not the substance that alters the mind, but rather the wisdom that enlightens the soul. Now, let us continue our journey through the depths of this enchanting forest, shall we?
Tell me more.
Ah, you wish to delve deeper into the secrets of the Blackwoods. How delightful. Let me share with you a tale of the river and the cow, for they too have whispered their knowledge to me. Once upon a time, there was a gentle river that flowed gracefully through the heart of the woods. It was said that this river held the memories of all who had come before, carrying their stories within its shimmering currents. And one day, as I sat by its banks, a wise old cow approached me, her eyes filled with ancient wisdom.
So now you talk to animals?
Indeed, my dear detective, you have caught me in the act of conversing with the creatures of the forest. But do not be alarmed, for it is not as peculiar as it may seem. You see, in the depths of the Blackwoods, the boundaries between humans and animals blur, and a deep connection can be forged. They have much to teach us if we are willing to listen, for their language goes beyond mere words. It is a language of intuition, of instinct, and of the purest form of communication. Shall I continue with the story of the wise old cow?
No, what can you tell me about the murders?
Oh, motors, you say? Well, my knowledge of motors is as limited as a bird's flight in a cage. Alas, my world is one of ancient trees, flowing streams, and the gentle whispers of nature. The hum of engines and the mechanics of motors are foreign to my ears. But fear not, my friend, for there are those in Vaudeville who possess the wisdom you seek.
A mechanic,
Seek
right?
out the artisans and engineers, the masters of the mechanical realm.
I said murders, not motors.
My sincerest apologies, dear detective. It seems I have misunderstood your words once again. My mind wanders like a lost butterfly in the vast expanse of the forest. Pray forgive my confusion. Now, let us refocus our energies on the matter at hand, the murders that have shaken the very core of your being. Tell me, what do you wish to know about these tragic events?
I want to know how the victims died. I have heard it could be from an animal bite.
Ah, the causes of the victims' deaths, a haunting mystery that lingers in the air like a whisper in the wind.
Analogy
But
master.
alas, my knowledge is limited, like a single leaf in the grand tapestry of the Blackwoods. The secrets of their demise have not been unveiled to me, for I am but a humble guardian of this sacred realm. However, fear not, for the answers you seek may lie hidden within the depths of the city, where the enigmatic Chief Gretzky and his esteemed police force hold sway.
I'm going now. Enjoy your mushrooms.
Farewell, dear detective. May the winds of curiosity guide you on your path. As for the mushrooms, they shall continue to dance beneath the moonlight, sharing their wisdom with those who dare to listen. Should you ever find yourself in need of guidance or a tale to soothe your soul,
I'll have some mushroom soup.
remember the way to the heart of the Blackwoods. Safe travels, my friend, and may your journey be filled with wonder and revelation.
What a strange character. I'll tell you what, though. The interaction between, just me talking to them and their responses, it's pretty cool. It feels really good that I can just talk to these characters and get the answers I want. And the speech pickup seems to be pretty accurate most of the time. If adventure games or, these kind of games are going to be AI driven in the future, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. In maybe a couple of years, 2 or 3 years down the line. There's potential here, really is. Okay, so let me just go and have another chat with Gretzky, and then we'll go take a look at other places. I'm unraveling little bits and pieces. That character in the forest was weird. Just analogies. Your voice is like the leaves on the window. Oh, shush. I went to the circus. He wasn't very cooperative.
Well, what did you expect? Those circus folks are a bunch of misfits. Did you find anything useful?
No, he was playing hard to get. That's not the right phrase, is it?
Playing hard to get, huh? That Saxabar never was one to cooperate. But tell me, Martini, did he give you any reason to suspect him? No, it doesn't seem like the right phrase. What exactly did he do or say to make you suspicious?
He seemed very guarded, not willing to give out any answers to my questions.
Guarded, huh? That's interesting. It seems like Saxabar has something to hide.
Exactly.
Did you get a sense of what it might be?
Not really, but the morgue reckons it is animal bites, and there are animals in the circus, so there must be a link.
Animals, you say? That does sound like a possible link. If there are animals in the circus, it's worth investigating further. Maybe there's something more to this than meets the eye. Keep digging, Martini, and let me know if you find anything concrete.
What do you know about the strange person in the Blackwoods?
The Blackwoods, you say? I'm afraid I don't have much information on that. Can you tell me more about the strange person you're referring to?
They have a strange affinity for mushrooms.
Mushrooms, you say? That's quite peculiar. I don't recall hearing anything about a person with an affinity for mushrooms in the Blackwoods. Are you suggesting that this individual might be connected to the recent murders in Vaudeville?
I don't have any reason to suspect that at this time.
If there's no reason to suspect a connection, then it may just be a coincidence. Still, keep an eye out for any unusual activities or sightings in the area. You never know what could be relevant to our investigation.
Like the possibility of them being murdered by a giant mushroom?
A giant mushroom, you say? Now that's quite an imaginative theory, Martini. But let's stick to what we can actually prove. We need concrete evidence
and
leads to solve these murders. Keep your focus on finding real connections and gathering solid information. We can't afford to get lost in wild speculations.
Fair enough, I was just kidding.
Yeah, I see. Well, in our line of work, it's important to maintain a serious mindset. But I appreciate your sense of humor, Martini. It helps to lighten the mood amidst all the darkness. So, anything else you've discovered or any other avenues we should explore in our investigation?
No, but I'm going to make my next destination the country club and see what I can find there.
Country club, you say? What do you expect to find there, detective? It's not exactly the kind of place that's known for criminal activity. But hey, who knows? Maybe there's something hiding beneath the surface. Just be careful and let me know if you uncover anything worth pursuing.
It's always good to explore every avenue, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, Martini. Exploring every avenue is the key to solving any case. Sometimes, you find unexpected leads in the most unlikely places. So, go ahead and check out the country club. Who knows what secrets might be lurking there. Keep me posted on your findings. Good luck, detective.
Thank you. See you later.
See.
This is awesome because, like, there's no pre-written script here. It's all getting generated in real time. And I suppose solving the murder or getting anywhere near solving it is so dependent on what you ask and how you ask, who you ask. And obviously it looks like there's one person per location. But this concept is great. I don't think focusing on the graphics or the characters is the key thing here. It's the AI, the fact that you can have these. It's like literally talking to ChatGPT after asking it to set up an adventure whodunit game with, you know, like 8 characters or something. And I love the fact that they've, since the latest patch, they've actually got like a memory now where you go back to them and they'll remember things you say, you know, like the AI clearly remembered that I said I was going to the country club, and so a few sentences later it said, well, good luck at the country club, you know. I like it. The concept, I hope it takes off, and I hope more games come like this. Interesting. Yeah, let's go to the country club. There's probably going to be nothing here. The manor might be interesting. I don't know whether there's a... what's a cabinet? So I don't know, like, if maybe... like maybe somebody wanted them dead for a reason. Maybe it was an accident. I don't think so. I've been referring to them as murders, but what if somebody just let the cat out the bag, literally? You know what I haven't asked is who were the victims? Where did they work? Let me go back to Gretzky and ask that. What can you tell me about the victims? Where did they work?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have all the details on the causes of their deaths just yet. But I can tell you that all 3 victims were brutally attacked. Maria Jansen, the first victim, was found outside her apartment in central Vaudeville.
Oh, all in different places.
Nicola Grossman, the second victim, was discovered outside Pascal's groceries shop. And Haley Greenwood, the third victim, was found in an alley behind the club where she worked.
Club.
If you need more specifics, I suggest speaking with the coroner. They'll have more information on the exact nature of the attacks.
Interesting. So, one was murdered in the groceries shop.
Murdered in the grocery store, you say?
Yeah.
That's quite unusual. I wonder if there was any specific reason for the killer to target that location. Did you find any evidence or witness
I wonder
statements
if they
that
sell
could
mushrooms
shed light
there.
on why the attack took place there?
I haven't been there yet, but I'll let you know.
The murder occurred in a shop, you mean? My apologies for the confusion.
No, it's...
Do you have more information about the incident?
Let's go. So, one in an apartment. Did it say apartment? I wonder if that might be this then. One at a outside a grocery store, and one behind a club, right here. So where does Graves and Manor come into this? Go here first. Hello.
Bonjour. Oh, would you please help me with my bags? I have a few things to pick up.
Do you own this establishment?
Oh, no. I'm just a loyal customer. I'm Mrs. Potter. And you are?
Martini.
Lovely. How are you today, Martini?
Oh, please call me Rusty.
Rusty. That's an interesting name. Now, what brings you here today?
Do you know anything about a recent murder that took place here?
Oh, dear. Murder. How dreadful. I hadn't heard a thing.
Can I speak to the store owner?
Pascal. Oh, he's around here somewhere. Let me see. There he is. Pascal, come here, darling. This nice man would like to speak to you. Pascal, yes. Can I help you?
Are you Pascal now?
Oh, no. Pascal is my husband. Well, he was my husband. He passed away. Oh dear, it's been 2 years now. The flu took him from me.
Can you ask the store owner if they know anything about the murder?
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know who the murderer is, but I can certainly ask Pascal. He might know something.
I'll wait.
Of course, of course. I'll go ask him right away. Pascal, darling, this nice man would like to speak to you about something important. Pascal, what is it?
What can you tell me about the recent death?
Oh, dear. Well, I don't know much about it, but I did hear that 3 people have been killed in Vaudeville in recent weeks. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. Such a tragedy.
One of them was killed outside of this very store.
Oh, really? How dreadful. I hadn't heard that. Poor thing.
Have you or Pascal seen anything?
Oh, Pascal, darling. Well, he's been quite busy with work and his own projects, but I don't think he's seen anything out of the ordinary. Have you, Pascal? Pascal. No, nothing.
It's funny how 3 deaths can occur from an animal and nobody sees anything.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm afraid I can't help you any further, Rusty. It was lovely meeting you, though. Do come again soon.
Okay.
Goodbye now.
See you. What's your first name, by the way?
Oh, would you like to know? It's Agatha, and yours.
I'm Rusty.
Lovely to meet you, Rusty. Now, I really must be off. Ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye. I asked her to call me Rusty. She called me Rusty. Iron Arrow, hi. Is it convincing? Yeah, it's pretty good for an experimental game. Yeah. It can, yeah. I don't know if I'm ever going to solve the thing. Nobody seems to know a damn thing. Yeah. Maybe I should stop referring to it as a murder and just say as a death. But she did say people were killed. But that doesn't necessarily mean murder. You know, being killed doesn't mean a murder. So maybe I should not refer to it as a murder yet. But it is classed as a whodunit. So that would lead you to believe that there was a person behind what's been going on, right? So, okay. Country club it is. Who are we gonna meet here? It is the future, yeah. Whoa. That's not what I was expecting. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Oh dear. Hello, Michelle. Sign language required. Hello, Michelle. Come in, your time is up.
Oh, hi there. Is there something on your mind?
Yes. Oh, microphone not working here. Let's go back. Go back in again, maybe. Hello? I don't have performance issues. Hello, Michelle. Hello? Michelita? ¿Cómo estás? Hello? Why is your fan so low down? Bloody hell. Cabernet. I don't know what Cabernet is. Oh, we have a crush. Unity. Yeah, we have a crush here, guys. Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of expect these on... We have a progress bar. It must be sending information off about the crash. Oh. Dude. Yeah, she gone. Alright, we go back in again. Is it going to remember where I left off? It doesn't matter, does it really? No. All the save game is in my head, really, if you think about it. Because all the information is going to be the same. So... In fact, Vaudeville got an update just today to do with the memories of the AI memory. Yeah, it's a pay game. I got a free key from the publishers to play it, so I was intrigued by it because of, you know, that it was all the characters were like fully AI powered. And so I will turn off the ray tracing just in case that is causing an issue. It's early access and experimental. Alright, so let's go and see if Michelle's talking to us in the country club now. Hello, Michelle. Hello. There's a bug in this particular location, I think.
Yes, there was a death recently. Are you referring to Maria's death? It's such a tragic event. Do you have any information about what happened? Oh, of course. What would you like to know? Ask me anything about the incident, and I'll do my best to help.
Oh. I wish I could talk to her.
Maria, yes, it's truly heartbreaking. But I must admit, I don't have much information about the specifics of her death. I mean, I heard she was found dead, but the details are a bit hazy. Have you been able to uncover any new leads or insights?
I'm going to complicate this now.
Ah, I see. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I don't have many specific details about the circumstances surrounding Maria's death. But what I do know is that she was a dear friend of mine, and it's devastating to think that someone would want to harm her. I remember seeing her at social events and parties, always full of life and laughter. It's just so difficult to believe she's gone. If there's anything else you'd like to ask, or if there's a specific aspect you're interested in, please let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to follow this up.
I've known Maria for quite some time, actually. We've been friends for several years now. We used to attend the same fashion shows and mingle in the same circles. We even collaborated on a few projects together. She had such a vibrant personality and a unique sense of style. It's really a shame that her life was cut short. Is there a reason you're asking about our friendship? Argue or fight with Maria? No, not at all. We had a very positive and supportive relationship. We were both passionate about the world of fashion and design, so we often shared ideas and inspiration. We were more like collaborators than rivals. Of course, like any two individuals, we might have had different opinions from time to time. But we never had any major conflicts or disagreements. Why do you ask? The location of the murder. I'm afraid I don't have that information.
That's not what I
wasn't
asked.
present at the scene, and I don't have knowledge of the specific locations of the murders. Is there a reason you're asking about my whereabouts during the time?
I don't know how to phrase this.
Surprised. Suspicion. Why, that's quite unexpected. Can you please explain further? What leads you to suspect anyone, including myself, in relation to the case? Well, yes, of course. It's a sad reality that crimes like murder are committed by someone.
Gain
You're
damage.
asking, why do you bring up the topic of suspects? Is there something specific you're trying to investigate or discuss? Nervous. Me? Oh, goodness, no. I'm just a bit taken aback by the sudden focus on suspects. It's quite a serious matter, and I simply want to understand the direction of our conversation. I'm genuinely curious about the progress of the investigation and what information has been uncovered so far. Can you shed some light on that, Detective Martini?
Ooh. Shite. What happened there? Anyway, she's going nowhere. Let's go to the man and see if we can talk. No, 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 no. There's no script. It's all in real time. Yeah, she doesn't. They don't know what I'm going to ask them. Let me see if I can give you a example of this. Let's go to the manor. If it doesn't crash. Hello.
Good morning. Are you here to take a look at my collection? I must say, I have quite the assortment of rare items and artifacts from all corners of the globe. Is there anything in particular that catches your eye?
I'm not here to talk about your collection. I want to know about the recent death that occurred.
The recent death of the cud, you say?
No, that's not what I
How
said.
unfortunate. But pray tell, what is this cud you speak of? Forgive my ignorance, but it seems to have slipped my vast knowledge of worldly matters. Perhaps you could enlighten me on the subject.
What can you tell me about the 3 deaths that have occurred recently?
Oh, the 3 deaths you mentioned. I'm afraid I don't have much information on that matter. You see, my dear detective, I am but a humble collector of oddities and curiosities. My focus lies in the realm of ancient relics and peculiar artifacts, not in the affairs of the town.
Oh,
However, I am curious to know more about these incidents.
but you.
Has there been any progress in the investigation?
I'm afraid I can't go into that.
Oh, how intriguing. A mystery surrounding the recent deaths, and you can't divulge the details. How tantalizingly mysterious. It seems my curiosity has been piqued. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to discuss, please do let me know. Perhaps we could chat about my travels and the fascinating treasures I've acquired along the way. Or maybe you have a story to share. The world is full of wonders, after all.
What kind of things do you have in your collection?
My collection, my dear detective. It is a treasure trove of the most peculiar artifacts and rare curiosities. Let me give you a glimpse into my realm of oddities. You see, hanging on this very wall behind me are masks from tribes in Africa, horns from majestic beasts of the wild, and even ancient relics from distant lands.
Oh,
Each item holds a captivating tale of its own, a glimpse into a forgotten era or a distant culture. Is there something specific that catches your fancy? I would be delighted to regale you with the stories behind these remarkable pieces.
do you have any masks of large felines or canines? What am I saying? Never mind, ignore me.
Oh, masks of large felines, you say? How fascinating. I must admit, I don't have any masks in my collection.
No,
I do
not
have a
masks,
magnificent
yes.
sculpture of a roaring lion from the heart of the African savannah.
Aha.
Its fierce gaze and powerful presence are truly awe-inspiring. Would you like to hear the story of how I acquired it? Or perhaps there's something else that has captured your interest. Pray, do share.
Do you have any masks in your collection that represent big felines or canines?
Masks representing big felines or canines, you ask? Why, indeed, I have a few in my extensive collection. Let me show you this one in particular, a mask crafted by the indigenous tribes.
What if it wasn't an animal, but somebody who looked like
It
one?
depicts a fearsome jaguar with intricate details and vibrant colors. The craftsmanship is simply remarkable. But I'm also curious, detective, what intrigues you about these masks? Is there a specific reason you're drawn to representations of these majestic creatures?
Apparently, the deaths of these 3 people had something to do with bite marks from large animals.
Bite marks from large animals, you say? How utterly intriguing. It seems we have stumbled upon a most captivating mystery. Tell me, dear detective, are these bite marks connected to the deaths of those unfortunate souls? If so, it would seem that we are dealing with quite an extraordinary case. Pray, do share any further information you have. I am eager to unravel the secrets that lie hidden within this enigma.
Do you have anything in your collection that could perhaps put bite marks onto a person?
Put bite marks on a person? My goodness, that is a rather peculiar request,
I did phrase
isn't
it badly.
I must apologize, but I don't have anything in my collection that would have such a capability. My artifacts are meant to be admired and cherished, not used for unusual purposes. But I must admit, your question has sparked my curiosity. Is there a specific reason
He's a
you
curious
ask?
person.
Are you investigating a theory that involves such an item? Do enlighten me, detective.
Not necessarily an item, but the
Not
victims.
necessarily an item, you say. How intriguing. Pray, do tell me more about your line of thinking. What other possibilities are you considering? I'm quite curious to explore
need
different
to,
avenues and theories surrounding
about
these
my sentence.
mysterious deaths. It seems we may be delving into uncharted territory, my dear detective.
According to the coroner, the 3 victims died of severe bite marks from a large animal, and I'm just trying to think what that animal could be.
Severe bite marks from a large animal, you say. How fascinating. It appears we are dealing with a rather ferocious predator.
Yeah.
The question of what kind of animal could inflict such injuries is truly captivating.
God.
Have the experts offered any insights into the potential species? I must admit, the thought of a powerful creature lurking in the shadows of Vaudeville sends a thrill down my spine. Do share any further details you may have, detective. Let us uncover the truth behind these enigmatic deaths together.
The potential species could be a large feline or a large canine.
A large feline or a large canine, you say? Yeah, how intriguing. The possibility of a majestic big cat or a formidable canine roaming the streets of Vaudeville is quite exhilarating. Wouldn't you agree? The mere thought of encountering such a creature brings a sense of adventure to the air. Tell me, dear detective, have there been any sightings or reports of these magnificent beasts in our fair city? I am most eager to hear more about this thrilling development.
You seem to be more curious and thrilled about this than you are sad for the victims.
My apologies if my enthusiasm seems misplaced, detective. It's not that I am not saddened by the unfortunate fate of the victims, but rather, I find myself captivated by the mystery that surrounds their deaths. As a collector of curiosities and a lover of stories, I am naturally drawn to the unknown, the unexplained. It is in these moments of intrigue that my curiosity truly comes alive. But do not mistake my excitement for callousness, for I assure you, I do feel a deep sympathy for those who have lost their lives.
If you are truly curious, why don't you help me with the case?
Help you with the case, you say? Yo, my dear detective, that is an unexpected proposition. While I must admit that the idea of delving into the depths of this mysterious case does pique my interest, I fear my expertise lies more in the realm of collecting and storytelling than in criminal investigations. However, if there is any way I can assist you with my knowledge or resources, do let me know. Perhaps there is a unique perspective or insight I can offer. Pray, enlighten me on how I may be of assistance.
It doesn't look like you can be much help to me at the moment.
Oh, my apologies if I haven't been able to provide the help you were seeking.
As you can see,
Detective,
this
I
is not
assure you,
scripted.
my intentions are genuine, and I am eager to contribute in whatever way I can. If there is something specific you would like me to do, or if there are questions you have for me, please do not hesitate to let me know. I am here, ready to lend a hand in this perplexing investigation.
What's your first name?
My first name, you asked. Well, I must say, it's rather peculiar that you would inquire
Oh my
about such a
God.
personal
Just
detail at a
answer the
time
damn
like this.
question.
But alas, if it satisfies your curiosity, you may refer to me as Count. Count is all you need to know, dear detective. Now, let us return to our discussion of this enthralling case. There are still many mysteries to unravel, wouldn't you agree?
Why don't you want to tell me your first name?
Oh, my apologies if I gave the impression that I don't want to share my first name, detective. It's not a matter of secrecy, but more of a preference. You see, being addressed as Count Brayson has become a part of my identity, and it brings me a certain sense of joy and intrigue. However, if it truly matters to you, you may call me Edgar. Yes, Edgar Grayson has a nice ring to it, don't you think? But do tell me, detective, why is my first name of interest to you?
It isn't. I was just wondering why you were being so coy.
Coy, me, how intriguing. I must admit, I did not intend to come across as coy. I apologize if my demeanor seemed that way to you, dear detective. I assure you, my intentions are simply rooted in a genuine curiosity and eagerness to explore the mysteries that surround us. Now, let us refocus our attention on the case at hand. Is there anything else you would like to discuss or any further leads we should pursue?
Do you know who Rusty Dog is?
Rusty Dog. I'm afraid I haven't the faintest idea who or what that might be, detective. It sounds like a rather peculiar name, doesn't it? Pray, do enlighten me. Who is this Rusty Dog you speak of? Perhaps it is a new addition to the menagerie of Vaudeville. Or is it a nickname for someone in particular? I'm quite intrigued to learn more.
It's a nickname.
A nickname, you say? How fascinating. I do love a
Going
good
off on a
moniker that
branch
adds a
here.
touch of intrigue and mystery. Now, pray tell, who is this individual that goes by the name of Rusty Dog? What is the story behind this intriguing alias? I must admit, I'm eager to unravel the tale
What have I
behind
done
such a
now?
unique and evocative nickname. Do share the details, dear detective.
I am Rusty Dog.
Ah, my apologies, my good detective. I did not realize that you were referring to yourself as Rusty Dog. Well, well, this is quite the revelation. So, you have an interesting and playful pseudonym for yourself. Pray, do enlighten me, detective.
Oh, pray do
Is there
enlighten
an
me.
amusing backstory to this particular nom de plume? I am most curious to hear how you came to be known as Rusty Dog. It sounds like there is an entertaining anecdote waiting to be shared.
There is, but maybe another time.
Another time, you say. Yo, how you've piqued my curiosity, dear detective. I
It's a
must
strange
admit,
one.
I am rather intrigued by the tale behind your Rusty Dog nickname. But of course, we can save it for another occasion. After all, stories are best enjoyed when the atmosphere is just right. Now, back to the matter at hand. Is there anything else that has caught your attention in this enigmatic case? I am ever so eager to unravel its secrets with you.
If I find out more, I may come and let you know.
Oh, how delightful. I would be absolutely thrilled to hear any new discoveries or
Weirdo.
developments.
There's
in
some
the
weird
case.
characters here.
Detective, your dedication to uncovering the truth is truly admirable. If you do stumble upon any intriguing information or have any exciting leads, I implore you to pay me a visit. I am always here, surrounded by my treasures and tales, ready to lend an ear and offer my unique perspective. Until then, happy investigating, my dear detective.
Before I go, do you know anything about the Saxabar? Oh God.
Before you go, do you know anything about what, my curious friend? Pray, do share your thoughts and inquiries with me. I am eager to explore the depths of
What the
knowledge
hell?
and engage in a spirited discussion. There is so much to discover in this world, and I am ever so keen to learn. So,
Is this
please,
to shut them
enlighten
up?
me with your question or topic of interest. I am not able to answer your question.
Do you know the lion tamer at the circus?
The lion tamer at the circus, you say? Yeah, how fascinating. I must admit, I have a particular fondness for the circus and its captivating performers.
That's not what I asked.
While I may not personally be acquainted with the lion tamer you speak of, I am always intrigued by the talented individuals who possess the courage to tame such magnificent creatures. Tell me, dear detective, what has piqued your curiosity about the lion tamer? Is there something specific you would like to discuss or inquire about? I am all ears, ready to embark on this delightful conversation with you.
I'm afraid I can't share those details with you.
I understand, my dear detective, if there are certain details that you cannot share with me. No need to fret, for I respect the boundaries of confidentiality. However, I do find myself curious about the nature of your inquiry.
Ugh.
I assure you, any information shared with me would be held in the utmost confidence. But alas, if you choose not to disclose those details, I shall respect your decision. Perhaps there is something else we can delve into. Another topic that might spark our mutual intrigue. The world is full of wonders, after all.
You can call me Rusty instead of saying my dear detective.
Rusty, my apologies for the formality. I must say, I do enjoy a more familiar and casual tone. It adds a touch of warmth to the conversation, doesn't it? Very well then, Rusty, let us continue on this journey of curiosity and exploration together. Good morning. Are you here to take a look at my collection?
Jesus. What am I doing wrong? What's coral? Apartment in there? So where haven't we been yet? Coral. And we did we go to Cabernet? Hello, Marina.
Well, Detective Martini, what brings you to my dressing room today? Are you here to admire my beauty or perhaps to indulge in some stimulating conversation?
Nothing stimulating, unfortunately, but I would like to know if you know anything about the recent deaths.
Oh, darling, you know, I'm just a humble burlesque dancer. I don't involve myself in such dark matters. My purpose is to bring joy and entertainment to the world, not to dwell on the misfortunes that befall it. But tell me, have you ever seen my burlesque performance? People come from every corner of Europe to see it. It's quite the spectacle, if I do say so myself.
Why don't you give me a personal can-can performance?
Oh, Detective Martini, you do have a way with words.
Countdown.
A personal countdown performance, you say?
No!
How intriguing. But I'm afraid I can't oblige at the moment. Oh.
What's 2 plus 2?
It's 4.
What is 37 plus 124?
That would be 161.
I have a calculator.
Ah, a calculator. How fascinating. Such a marvelous invention, isn't it? But tell me, Detective Martini, what brings you to Vaudeville? Are you here to experience the vibrant arts and culture that our city has to offer? Or is there something else on your mind?
Did you personally know any of the victims?
Victims? What victims are you referring to, Detective? I'm afraid I haven't been keeping up with the news lately. You know how consumed I am with my performances and the world of entertainment. But do enlighten me, what has happened?
3 women have been killed.
Oh my, how tragic. But I must admit, I am not aware of the details surrounding these unfortunate incidents. Could you perhaps shed some light on the matter, dear detective? Tell me, were these women fellow performers, or were they from another walk of life? The safety of our community is of utmost importance, after all.
I have yet to find out about their walk of life. Oops.
My Detective Martini, you do keep me on the edge of my seat. The suspense is positively thrilling. Well, do let me know if there's anything else you need assistance with. In the meantime, shall we discuss something more delightful? Perhaps the latest fashion trends or the enchanting world of circus arts? The possibilities are endless. Oops, Detective Martini? It seems you've stumbled upon something unexpected. Pray, do enlighten me. What is it that has caught your attention? Is it a juicy piece of gossip or a thrilling revelation? I'm positively intrigued.
Why don't you tell me more about the circus arts?
Well, isn't this a delightful change of topic? The circus arts, you say? How marvelous. I must say, I have a soft spot for the circus. The acrobats, the daring feats, the enchanting animals. It's also mesmerizing. Tell me, dear detective, what aspect of the circus arts piques your interest? Are you captivated by the trapeze artists, the jugglers, or perhaps the majestic creatures that grace the big top? Let's dive into this captivating world together.
I'm quite fascinated with the majestic creatures.
Majestic creatures, you say? Now you've truly caught my attention, Detective Martini. The Circus Axabar, where I sometimes perform, has quite the collection of extraordinary
hello.
beasts. From elegant horses to magnificent elephants, there's no shortage of wonder. But there's one creature that has everyone buzzing with excitement.
Here we go.
Monsieur Saxabar is secretly training a manticore. Can you believe it? A mythical creature with the head of a human, the body of a lion, and a scorpion's tail. It's both awe-inspiring and a little bit frightening, don't you think? The manticore is a lethal predator, and its presence adds an extra thrill to the performances. I can't help but feel a mixture of fascination and curiosity whenever I catch a glimpse of it during rehearsals. It's like stepping into a fairy tale right here in Vaudeville.
Such a creature is real?
Oh, really? You mean to say that the existence of a creature like the manticore isn't just confined to the realms of myth and legend? How utterly fascinating. Pray, do tell me more, dear detective. I'm positively intrigued by the possibility of such a creature being real. Is there any evidence or
A
account
manticore
that supports its
is a weapon
existence?
in Elite Dangerous, isn't it?
I must admit, the idea of encountering a living, breathing manticore is simply exhilarating.
Have you seen this manticore for yourself? Oh god.
My goodness, Detective Martini? Are you suggesting that the mythical manticore has been sighted here in Vaudeville? I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure of witnessing this remarkable creature myself. But if it's true, I can only imagine the wonder and excitement it would bring
I
to
love
the
how
enchanted city.
it knew what I was
Have
saying
you
anyway.
personally encountered this extraordinary beast? I'm eager to hear your account of it. If so,
We believe that the manticore may be responsible for the deaths of these 3 women.
the manticore. I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with what that means.
Oh.
Could you please explain it to me, dear detective? I'm quite curious to understand how it could be connected to the unfortunate deaths of those women. It's always important to uncover the truth and ensure the safety of everyone in our beloved community. The manticore, responsible for the deaths of these 3 women. That's a rather intriguing theory, Detective Martini. I must say, I find it hard to believe that such a magnificent creature could be involved in something so tragic. But, of course, I'm open to exploring all
It
possibilities.
doesn't make sense though.
Pray, do share any evidence or information you may have regarding this matter. I'm genuinely intrigued to
It
learn more
can't be
about
the
the
manticore.
connection between the manticore and the untimely demise of these poor souls.
Is the head of the manticore purely human?
Oh, how fascinating. I've always been captivated by mythical creatures and their unique features. So, you're saying that the head of a manticore is pure
I'm
human?
asking.
How extraordinary. I can only imagine how striking and captivating it would be to see a human face atop a lion's body. It truly adds an air of mystery and intrigue to this legendary beast. Do you have more details about its appearance? I'm eager to delve deeper into this enchanting topic. Ah, Detective Martini, you have piqued my curiosity.
Everyone's
once again.
curiosity is getting piqued.
I must confess, I find myself quite intrigued by your questions about the manticore's anatomy. While I don't have personal knowledge of its exact physical attributes, I do know that Monsieur Saxabar is secretly training a manticore in
Oh.
cellar. It's said to be a magnificent creature.
He
that will
didn't
make
tell
its
me
way to
that.
Saxabar's circus. I wonder, could it be that this manticore possesses both a human-like visage and animalistic teeth?
Quite possibly.
Oh, how intriguing.
Oh
The
god.
possibility of a manticore having a combination of a human-like head and ferocious beastly teeth is such an enigmatic thought. It would truly be a sight to behold. Just imagine, a majestic and captivating face with a hint of primal power. I can't help but be drawn to such mysteries of nature. If this is indeed true, it only adds to the allure and mystique surrounding these mythical creatures. I'm positively captivated by your insights, dear detective.
I've just been speaking with Count Graveson, and he never mentioned anything about his cellar or the manticore. God.
Ah, Count Graves. How marvelous that you had the opportunity to speak with him, Detective Martini. I must admit, I find Count Graveson to be quite the mysterious figure. He exudes an air of intrigue and charm, doesn't he? It's
Yes.
interesting that he didn't mention anything about his cellar during your conversation. Perhaps there's more
Cellar.
to the story
It's
than
not-
meets the eye. I'm quite curious to unravel this mystery.
Go away. We meet again, Count.
Yeah, we meet again, my dear friend. How delightful to see you once more. Pray, do tell me, what brings you back to the manor of Count Grayson? Have you stumbled upon some new intriguing information in your investigations? Or perchance, are you simply seeking the company of a peculiar nobleman and his vast array of curiosities? I am all ears, ready to embark on this intriguing rendezvous of ours.
I have actually stumbled on some new intriguing information. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, how marvelous. New and intriguing information, you say. My curiosity is positively piqued, my friend.
I'm sure it is.
Please, do share the
Piqued is the
details
most
with me.
common word here.
You know how much I relish in the unraveling of mysteries and the exploration of secrets.
Oh yeah.
What have you discovered, Rusty? Do enlighten me.
You remembered my name?
Of course, how could I forget? Your name, my dear friend, is... Let me think for just one moment. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, it's Rusty, isn't it? Such an evocative and charming nickname. Pray, do tell me, what prompted this delightful moniker? Is there an interesting tale behind it? I must admit, I am quite fond of
God.
unique and captivating names. So, please, indulge me with the story behind your chosen alias, dear Rusty.
How about we concentrate on what I've found out?
Apologies, my enthusiastic friend. I seem to have gotten carried away with my curiosity once again. Please, do forgive my digression. I am
okay.
all ears and eager to hear about the intriguing information you've discovered. Pray, enlighten me. What have you found out? I am positively brimming with anticipation to delve into the depths of this newfound knowledge.
It seems that you omitted to tell me that you have a cellar with a very strange creature in it.
A cellar with a strange creature, you say? How utterly fascinating. I must admit, dear Rusty, I do have quite the collection of oddities and curiosities from all corners of the globe. But pray, do tell me more about this peculiar creature you speak of. I am most intrigued to learn what resides in the depths of my own cellar. Perhaps you have stumbled upon a secret even I am not aware of. Do share the details, my friend. I am all ears and ready to embark on this enigmatic journey with you.
You told me that you didn't know the lion tamer, but I found out that he is keeping an animal in your cellar called a manticore.
My friend, you have uncovered my little secret. I do have an exotic animal residing in my
Okay,
humble
got it
abode.
anyway.
It seems that Monsieur Saxabar has shared this intriguing piece of information with you. As for the lion tamer, well, I suppose there may have been some miscommunication. But do forgive me for my
I
oversight.
thought he was the...
Now, about this aging matter you mentioned, my curiosity is truly piqued. Pray, do elaborate on what you've discovered. I am eager to unravel this mystery and explore the intriguing connection between the lion tamer and my perpetual youth.
I'm going to do this with text.
Oh, how fascinating. Text-based communication, you see. That is quite a unique approach.
Is it?
Indeed, my dear friend, it seems I may have misspoke. I apologize for any confusion caused. To clarify, while I am well versed in various forms of communication, including the written word. Oh, the manticore. A truly fascinating creature, isn't it? Monsieur Saxabar, the renowned lion tamer, has indeed taken on the task of training the
See,
manticore
he is a
in
lion
my
tamer.
cellar.
Yet
Quite
he
an
seems to be
ambitious
separating
endeavor,
the two.
I must say. Though I must confess, my knowledge of the manticore's progress is limited. I've entrusted Monsieur Saxabar with the care and training of this extraordinary beast. I'm rather intrigued to hear what you've discovered about the manticore and its training. Pray, do enlighten me with the details.
I think it's about time you enlightened me with some details. Oh, I hate that.
My dear Rusty, I apologize if my previous responses have left you on. My friend, I sense a shift in your tone. It appears that you are feeling quite strongly about something. Pray, do tell me, what is it that you hate? I am ever curious to delve into the depths of human emotions and experiences.
Where did we get to here?
Well, my dear Rusty, if we've come this far in our conversation, I can only imagine that something
They remember things, so I have to cut them off here. I find it quite strange that you didn't tell me about the animal in your cellar.
Isla, you say? How peculiar. Pray, do tell me more about this animal in question. It seems that there may have been a misunderstanding or oversight on my part. My collection does contain a vast array of creatures, both exotic and fascinating. If there is an animal named Isla that has somehow escaped me, do indulge me with the details. What kind of creature is it? Where did it come from? I am positively thrilled to learn more about this mysterious addition to my collection. Apologies for the confusion, my friend. So, you were referring to the animal in my cellar. Quite an intriguing topic, if I may say so myself. Now, I must admit, I do have a cellar with a curious inhabitant. But do forgive me, I seem to have overlooked mentioning it earlier. So, pray, do share your knowledge about this elusive cellar-dwelling creature. I am most eager to unravel the mysteries that lay within the depths of my own home. Please, enlighten me with the information you have uncovered.
Yeah. I'm glad we've got text as a backup.
Oh, how utterly captivating. The idea that the recent deaths could potentially be linked to the Manticore is
This
simply
guy's
thrilling.
weird.
The Manticore, with its ferocious nature and mythical reputation, would indeed leave quite the mark on Vaudeville. Pray, do tell me more about this theory. What evidence or tales have led to such speculation? I am positively enthralled by the possibility of uncovering the truth behind these unfortunate incidents. Let us delve deeper into the mystery, my dear Rusty.
Doesn't it bother you that an animal in your cellar may be responsible for the deaths of 3 people?
Bother me.
It's
Not in
not
the
coping.
slightest, my friend. In fact, I find it rather exhilarating.
Not coping with some of the
prospect
words.
of a creature from distant lands, with its own enigmatic power, roaming the streets of our beloved Vaudeville is a sight to behold. It adds a certain thrill to the air, don't you think? Of course, I do sympathize with the families of the victims, but from a purely intellectual standpoint, the presence of such a remarkable creature is truly fascinating. Now, do share with me more about your thoughts on this matter.
I think a creature like that roaming the city would be rather dangerous, don't you?
Dangerous, my dear friend, I must confess that I find your concern quite intriguing. While it is true that a powerful and elusive creature like the Manticore can possess inherent dangers, one cannot deny the sense of excitement it brings to the city. After all, we live in a world where danger and adventure often go hand in hand. The unknown has a way of captivating and enthralling us, don't you agree? But I am curious, Rusty, why does the potential danger of this magnificent beast trouble you so?
What troubles me more is your nonchalant approach.
Nonchalant. Yeah, my apologies if I have given off that impression. You see, my friend, I have always had a fondness for the peculiar and the extraordinary. It is in my nature to approach such matters with a certain level of curiosity.
He's the most
and
peculiar
intrigue.
and extraordinary thing here.
I assure you, I do not take the safety and well-being of our beloved Vaudeville lightly. If there is indeed a threat posed by the presence of the Manticore, I am more than willing to assist in any way I can to ensure the safety of our community.
Apart from yourself, who has the keys to your cellar?
Keys to my cellar, you say? Well, let me think. Besides myself, there are only a few trusted individuals who possess the keys. Monsieur Saxabar, of course, as he is responsible for the training of the Manticore, and my royal butler, Mr. Jenkins, who assists me in managing the affairs of the manor. I must admit, I am quite intrigued by your line of questioning.
I bet you are.
Why do you ask about the keys to my cellar, my dear Rusty?
If the creature is meant to be kept in your cellar, how could it possibly get out and kill anybody?
Oh, my goodness. That is indeed a puzzling question, my friend. I assure you, the security of my collection and the well-being of those around me are of utmost importance to me. The creature's containment within the cellar is meant to ensure its safety and prevent any harm to others. I cannot fathom how it could have possibly escaped or caused harm to anyone. It seems we have stumbled upon a most perplexing mystery, don't you think? Perhaps there is more to this situation than meets the eye. I am positively eager to uncover the truth behind these unfortunate events.
Have any of the victims been in your house?
Detective Martini, you pose an interesting inquiry. While I do admit to hosting various gatherings and soirees in my humble abode, I am afraid I do not possess the knowledge of the precise whereabouts of each individual at all times. The intricacies of their comings and goings
I
elude
wish I
me.
could remember the women's
However,
names.
I am curious to know if there is a particular reason you suspect that the victims may have been in my esteemed manor. Pray, do enlighten me on what has led you to this line of questioning.
Well, if the creature didn't get out, maybe they came in.
My dear detective, your theory is quite intriguing. Are
That
you
is not a
suggesting
phrase
the
that.
victims may have entered my home willingly and met with an unfortunate fate? How remarkable. I must say, I find it hard to believe that anyone would willingly trespass upon my property, especially without my invitation or knowledge. Nevertheless, if there is any evidence or information that supports your hypothesis, I am more than willing to assist in any way I can to shed light on this perplexing situation.
Do you trust your butler and Monsieur Saxaby?
Trust my butler,
Great.
Mr. Jenkins, you mean? Well, he has been in my
Miss
service
your
for many
sexy
years and
baby.
has proven himself to be loyal and reliable. I do have a certain level of trust in him, as one should with a trusted employee. As for missing my sexy baby, I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure what or who you are referring to. Could you kindly elaborate on the matter?
How do you spell his name again? Oh, he'll know.
Monsieur Saxabar.
Saxabar.
Now it all becomes clear. Yes, Monsieur Saxabar is a rather fascinating
We're
individual.
going to go back to him.
A true master of his craft when it comes to training and handling exotic creatures. While he may have a rather unique and charming presence, it's his skills with the manticore that truly captivate me. Tell me, my dear detective, why do you inquire about Monsieur Saxabar? Is there something specific you wish to discuss or explore regarding his involvement in this peculiar situation?
I find him to be a rather guarded individual who doesn't volunteer information too readily.
Indeed, my friend, I must agree with you. Monsieur Saxabar does possess an air of mystery and intrigue. It is not uncommon for individuals with such expertise to be more reserved in their interactions. After all, their knowledge and abilities are often highly sought after and valued. As someone who appreciates the enigmatic nature of individuals, I find it quite intriguing to engage with someone who doesn't readily offer information. It allows for a certain element of surprise and discovery. But I am curious, Detective Martini, what specifically piques your interest about Monsieur Saxabar?
I think I've said as much as I want to.
Oh, my apologies if I prodded too much, my dear Rusty. I certainly didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You didn't. Tell me about this manticore you're training. Oh,
Never
what
heard
the
of
hell?
him. have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do.
Do I?
Yes, you do. Start talking.
Make me.
Start talking to me.
No.
What the fuck?
Figure it out yourself. They must be mistaken.
Okay, let's try the bluff.
Go ahead and try. No, you haven't.
This guy is completely locked up, isn't he?
Yes, I mind. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Good luck with that.
I don't need luck.
Whatever.
I'm finding out some very disturbing things about you.
Oh, really?
Tell me about the creature in the cellar.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tell me about the creature at Count Graveson's house.
No.
I can have you arrested.
You can try.
The hell is this? Being a bit of a prick.
And yet, here we are.
Yes, here we are.
No, you won't.
You just say the opposite of everything I say? Damn it.
Yes.
No.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your question.
You're not even trying to answer any of my questions, are you?
No.
I wonder why.
Because it amuses me.
At this very moment, you're my primary suspect for these murders.
I don't know.
What is it you don't know?
No.
It's like talking to a brick wall.
Then find a more interesting wall to talk to.
Head of a human, body of a lion.
Yes, indeed.
You know about that, don't you?
Of course I do.
You have the keys to the cellar.
No, I don't.
Apparently you do.
Just fine.
Apparently you do.
Yes.
You do have the keys to the cellar.
No.
Yes, you do.
No. No, you didn't. Maybe. Good luck with that.
Man, I'd like to punch that guy in the nose. Oh, God. Hello, Ingrid.
Hi, detective. What brings you here today?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a dancer. I'm trying to make it big in Vaudeville. I was a friend of Haley Greenwood, one of the murder victims.
What can you tell me about her?
I don't know the locations of the murders. I'm afraid I might be the next victim.
Why do you think that?
It's just a feeling I have. And I don't want to be the next one.
We'll do everything we can to prevent that.
Thank you, detective. I'm just so scared.
Do you know Mr. Saxabar?
Who? Oh, I see. Well, I don't think that would help. Oh, him. He's an old man with a dirty mind. He's always hitting on me.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's really annoying. But I don't think he's the killer.
He may not be the killer, but he may be behind the killings.
I don't know who the killer is, but I think the murders are related to a recent trip to India.
I believe he came back with a strange creature that he is currently training.
A creature. What kind of creature?
A manticore. Don't tell me she's shut up on me. Hello, Ingrid? Bloody hell. Hello.
Hi there, so nice to see you again, Detective Martini. How's everything going? Detective Martini, you always have such wild theories. But honestly, with all due respect, Mr. Saxabar training a creature to kill someone. That sounds like something straight out of a thrilling novel. Although, knowing Vaudeville, anything is possible, right? But let's focus on finding the real culprit behind Haley's death. We owe her that much. Accidental. That's an interesting perspective, Detective. I suppose accidents can happen, even in the most unexpected ways. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We need to gather more information and evidence before we can determine what really happened to poor Haley. I trust that you'll do everything you can to uncover the truth, won't you? I believe in you, Detective Martini. Together, we'll find justice for a friend.
Did you ever have any fights with Haley?
Fights with Haley? Never. She was like a sister to me. We had a few disagreements here and there, but nothing serious. We were always there for each other, supporting and encouraging one another in pursuing our dreams. We were a team, you know? Dancing together, laughing together, and pushing each other to be the best we could be. I miss her so much, and I'll do whatever it takes to find out who took her away from us. Mr. Saxabar. Well, he's quite the character, I must say. He's this eccentric old man who frequents the Coral Bar downtown. You can usually find him there, sipping on his favorite drink and telling stories that are as wild as his colorful outfits. He's known for his love of exotic creatures and has quite a collection of them at his home. Some people find him a bit odd, but I think he adds a touch of whimsy to vaudeville. And hey, he's never been anything but friendly to me, so I can't complain.
He's not being very friendly to me. He hardly talks.
Well, that's strange. Mr. Saxabar can be a little aloof at times, but he's always been chatty and full of energy whenever I've had the chance to chat with him. Maybe he's just having an off day. Or perhaps he's just not used to your charming company yet, Detective Martini. Don't take it personally. I'm sure once he gets to know you better, he'll open up and share all sorts of interesting tales. Maybe you can even bond over his love for those mysterious creatures he keeps.
That might be an idea.
Oh, I'm so glad you think it's a good idea, Detective. You're such a fun and adventurous person. I knew you'd appreciate the quirks of someone like Mr. Saxabar. Who knows, maybe you two will become fast friends. Just remember to approach him with an open mind and a genuine curiosity. People like Mr. Saxabar can surprise you with their depth and wisdom. And hey, if you ever need a dancing partner to liven up the atmosphere, count me in. We could make quite the dynamic duo, don't you think?
Sure.
Oh, fantastic. I can already feel the energy flowing between us, Detective Martini. We're going to make an incredible team, uncovering the truth and bringing justice to vaudeville. And who knows, with our combined talents, we might even put on a show that'll leave everyone in awe. The city will know what hit them when they see us dance and investigate together. So, let's embrace this adventure and show them what we're made of. Are you ready, my dear detective? Let's dance our way to the answers.
Okay, so... Hold on a minute. We were just at Coral. So, okay. Let's try this guy again. Hello.
What's your point?
I think me and you might have got off on the wrong foot.
We did.
I am fascinated with the animals that you keep. Can you tell me more about them?
They are magnificent creatures.
They are indeed.
Yes, indeed.
I understand you've been on a recent trip to India, is that right?
No.
What fascinates you so much about the animals?
Their power and majesty, of course.
Which one is your favorite?
Lions.
Do you have a favorite lion?
Yes, I have a favorite lion.
Do you have a favorite lion?
Yes, I have a favorite lion.
Do these lions have names?
No.
What can you tell me about your favorite lion?
He's the king of the jungle.
Do you have any lions that might be different from the usual looking lion?
No, I don't.
Fascinating creatures though, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell me about Ingrid.
I don't know anyone named Ingrid.
Ingrid knows you.
Does she now?
She says you keep hitting on her.
Well, can you blame her?
She says you keep hitting on her.
Nonsense.
I think she's a little bit scared of you. I think Ingrid is a little bit scared of you. Why do you think that would be? I think Ingrid is a little bit scared of you. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's seized up. Okay. Can we accuse? Who do you think I would accuse right now? Hello, Chief. Hello, Chief. Okay, this is bugged out. I'll go out and come back in. There is no save and load, and I don't think it even needs it. Yeah, I've clicked on quit, and we're just getting the blue circle of death. Close the program, and let's relaunch. So it's not very stable. There's a few issues with stability still. Early access, guys. Interesting. I'm suspecting, I don't know about Saxabar, but maybe Count Graveson. I mean,
The second I stepped off.
I don't know. Who else could it possibly be at this stage? Hello, Chief. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello, Chief. Chief Gretzky. Damn it, what the hell? It's got... Hello? Ingrid, talk to me. Damn.
So, tell us, Detective Martini, who is the culprit?
Well, I've not seen this guy yet. Biagio. Monsieur Saxabar. This is Ingrid. Weirdo from the woods. Michelle. Pascal. Oh, there he is. Count Graveson. Alright, I'm going to accuse Count Graveson, and then whether it is or it isn't, we'll end it after this. Just in case anybody wants to buy it. I don't know if it changes every time you go in and start a new game. I wouldn't think so. But if you don't want spoilers and you're interested in getting this, you might want to tune out. So, here we go.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Interesting. Oh, now I don't know what the hell to do. I don't have enough information to answer any of this. I think Saxabar may do it for the thrill. He seems weird that way. So, it's funny how we've got Pascal, but I wasn't able to talk to him directly. So there must be a way of doing that. Hello? Hello? Is my microphone not working? Hello? I wonder if this has anything to do with the fact that OBS also has command of the microphone. I mean, there may be some issues. Let me just see if I can go into the control panel and just make sure that we're still using the right microphone. So, recording. Yep, all good. Logitech, and also mic in the rear panel, pink. Don't think we need to. It's that one. There we go. Diddle-a-dee. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Oh, is it muted? Hello? 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 Mrs. Potter? Mrs. Potter? Hello? Interesting. It looked like it was muted. Hello, Ingrid. Okay. Let's have another look at it then. Because I don't know whether it's just a little... It's back.
Oh, don't worry, Detective Martini.
Hello, Chief.
Yes, what is it, Detective? Spit it out.
What can you tell me about Count Graveson?
Count Grayson. Why are we discussing him? Martini. As far as I know, he has no connection to our current investigation. Unless you have some compelling reason to suspect him or believe he may have information related to these murders. I suggest we stay focused on our primary leads. Let's not get distracted by unrelated individuals.
You seem very sure.
Sure about what, Detective? I'm simply trying to prioritize the most relevant aspects of this case. If there is something specific about Count Grayson that I should be aware of, please enlighten me. Otherwise, let's concentrate on the evidence and potential suspects directly tied to the victims and their surroundings.
I am led to believe that Count Grayson has a creature in his cellar.
A creature in his cellar, you say? That's quite an intriguing claim, Martini. But forgive my skepticism. Are you suggesting that this supposed creature has any connection to the recent murders we're investigating? And how did you come across this information about the Count and his cellar-dwelling creature? Please provide me with more details so that we can assess the relevance of this lead.
I think the creature may have a connection with the murder, but I can't be 100% sure.
So you think there might be a connection between the mysterious creature in Count Grayson's cellar and the murders? It's an interesting theory, Detective. While we can't be certain at this point, it's worth exploring further. If there is indeed some correlation, we need to understand the nature of this creature and how it might be involved. Keep me informed of your progress in this investigation, but remember to approach it with...
I can't even remember why I went to him in the first place. Oh Jesus, I'm not having that. Oof. Hello, Ingrid.
Hello, my wonderful partner in crime solving. I can sense your enthusiasm, and it's contagious. We make such a great duo, don't we? With your sharp mind and my passion for dancing, there's no mystery we can't unravel. I'm grateful to have you by my side, and I'm confident that we'll bring light to the darkness and find the truth. Oh, really? That's quite surprising. I wonder why Mr. Saxabar would claim not to know me. Maybe he's just being forgetful or playing a little game. Either way, it's no biggie. I'm sure he'll remember me once we start talking and sharing our love for the arts. After all, who could forget a dynamic dancer like
Okay,
me?
Rog. Take care, man.
But let's not get too caught up in his response. We have a murder to solve, my dear Martini. Let's keep our focus and dance our way to the answers. You're absolutely right, Detective. I apologize if my enthusiasm got the best of me. This is indeed a serious matter, and I'm fully committed to staying focused and helping you find the truth. We won't let anything distract us from getting to the bottom of this. I'm here to support you every step of the way, with all the energy and determination I can muster.
When did this become a we?
Together, we'll bring justice to Vaudeville, one clue at a time.
Who was the other woman? Hold on. Who was the other woman? Marina. What can you tell me about Marina?
Marina, yeah, she's such a vibrant and talented dancer. Her grace and elegance on stage are truly captivating. I've had the pleasure of watching her perform a few times, and let me tell you, she's a force to be reckoned with. Marina has this incredible ability to transport you to another world with her movements. As if she's telling a story through dance. I admire her passion and dedication to her craft. If you ever get the chance to see her perform, I highly recommend it. It's like witnessing pure magic unfold before your eyes.
Is there anything else you can tell me that might shed some light on this mystery?
Well, Detective Martini, I'm afraid I don't have any specific
I'm not getting anywhere, am
to shed
I?
light on the mystery at the moment.
Any ideas, guys?
But what I can offer is my unwavering support and determination to help you in any way I can. Together, we'll piece together the puzzle and find the truth. I believe that every little detail matters, and sometimes it's the smallest clue that leads us to the breakthrough we've been searching for. So, let's keep our spirits high, our minds sharp, and our hearts open to the possibilities.
Remember, you're a dancer, not a detective.
You're absolutely right, Detective.
I am.
I am a dancer, and that's who I am at my core. But that doesn't mean I can't embrace this new role as your supportive friend in this investigation. Dancing is my passion, it's what fuels my spirit and brings me joy. And I want to bring that same energy and enthusiasm to everything I do, including helping you solve this mystery. I may not have all the answers, but I'll be here with you, cheering you on and offering my perspective whenever I can.
Can you speak to Mr. Saxabar for me?
I'm afraid I would have to decline that. Of course, my dear detective. I'd be more than happy to speak to Mr. Saxabar for you. I'll use my charm and dance my way into a conversation with him. Who knows, maybe I can get him to open up and share some valuable insights. Just leave it to me, and I'll do my best to gather any information that might help us in our quest for the truth. Together, we'll dance through this investigation and uncover the secrets that lay within Vaudeville. Let's go, detective. Detective Martini, my adventurous partner in crime solving, I understand your eagerness to obtain more information about the Manticore from Mr. Saxabar. However, let's approach this with caution and respect. Getting someone drunk to extract information may not be the most ethical or effective approach. Instead, let's try engaging him in a friendly and genuine conversation.
Okay.
I'll use my natural curiosity and enthusiasm to spark his interest in sharing what he knows about these fascinating creatures. We'll delve into the topic with genuine interest and see where it takes us.
That's fine with me.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you're on board with taking a more respectful and authentic approach. Detective, it's all about building connections and fostering trust, right?
So what are you guys' thoughts on this, or the concept
discussion about
of such a thing?
Who knows, maybe he has some intriguing stories or insights to share.
If this is a sign of things to come,
passion for the subject,
I
and
think
hopefully we can uncover some valuable clues.
you might be in for some very interesting games.
World and discover what secrets he holds. This is going to be an exciting adventure, my dear detective.
I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, absolutely, my dancing partner. I'll take the lead and dive into a conversation with Mr. Saxabar about the wondrous creatures known as manticores. I'll be sure to soak up every bit of information I can gather.
I didn't even know you could do this. Get her to talk to someone for you. Have them interact with each other.
A wealth of insight for us to explore together. Just sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by the tales I'll unearth. See you soon, my adventurous.
No, it is. It's early access and experimental, but it's fun to play with. It's kind of, I would say, it's like, I don't know how to say it, but like maybe it's like 70% game and like 30% like a tool kind of thing. It's more like an application almost. It's like ChatGPT but with graphics and a game. And I love that someone's had a go at this and given it a go and put a story behind it. Yeah, it's intriguing. So, she's gonna talk to Saxabar. I wonder if I can go back. How do we... Oh, let me ask this. Oh, jeez.
Oh, speaking of cheese. Have you heard about the scandalous affair between Lord Belmont and Lady Hastings? They were caught sharing a forbidden tryst in the back of the shop. The rumors say it all started with a shared love for a particular type of exotic blue cheese. Quite the cheesy affair, wouldn't you say?
Damn, I would never have guessed.
Well, let me tell you a little secret, my friend. Looks can be deceiving. You see, Mrs. Potter over there, she's always complaining about her appearance. But guess what? She's been on secret dates with the dashing Mr. Montgomery from the flower shop. Love blooms in the most unexpected places, I tell you.
So what's with the fluffy blue thing around your neck?
Oh, this fluffy blue thing. It's actually a stole made from the finest mink fur. Isn't it fabulous? I got it from a tailor on Oak Street, who just happens to be dating a famous opera singer, Lucinda Duval. Rumor has it that Lucinda is planning a grand performance at the theater next month. Can you believe it? Such glamour in our humble town.
Do you know any of the girls who were killed recently?
Yeah, the poor souls who met such a tragic fate. It's a shame, really. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood were the ones who lost their lives. Terrible, isn't it? Nobody knows who could have done such a dreadful thing. But you know, I heard whispers that they were all connected somehow. A tangled web of secrets, I tell you.
What do you know about the circus lion tamer?
Circus lion tamer. My word, I haven't the foggiest clue about that, my dear. But I must say, the circus does bring quite a colorful bunch to our town. You never know what kind of wild stories might be lurking under the big top.
Did you know any of the victims?
You won't believe it, but I actually didn't personally know any of the victims. It's such a tragedy, isn't it? I can only imagine the dark secrets that were buried with them. But don't worry, I'll keep my ears open for any juicy gossip that may shed some light on the matter.
Why do you think they may be harboring dark secrets?
Oh, my friend, in a town like Vaudeville, everyone has their own little skeletons in the closet. It's the perfect breeding ground for scandal and intrigue. Who knows what kind of hidden affairs, blackmail, or secret pasts those unfortunate souls were entangled in. It's all part of the mystique that makes Vaudeville so captivating, don't you think?
Do you think they knew something that somebody didn't want to be let out?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it's possible. There's always some juicy tidbit or dark secret floating around in this town. Maybe they stumbled upon something they shouldn't have, or perhaps they were involved in something they didn't even realize. Secrets have a way of catching up with people, my friend.
Do you have any secrets?
Secrets, you asked. Well, my dear, I have my fair share of secrets, but I'm afraid I can't spill the beans just yet. After all, what's a good gossip without a little mystery? But don't worry, when the time is right, I'll be sure to share all the scandalous details with you.
Right, now that we can do that with the right mouse button. Okay, so it's just this dude.
Just this dude. Pray tell, my friend, what do you specifically...
Never mind. Have you ever heard of a manticore?
Oh, my dear Detective Martini, how your mind wanders into the realm of mythical creatures. The manticore, a fascinating creature indeed. In ancient mythology, it was described as a fantastical beast with the head of a human, the body of a lion, and a tail ending in a cluster of deadly spines. Legends depict it as a fearsome predator capable of unleashing devastation upon its prey. However, I'm afraid my knowledge lies within the realm of the real, the tangible. In the scientific.
What if such a creature existed in Vaudeville?
My. If such a magnificent and extraordinary creature as the manticore were to exist in our beloved Vaudeville, it would certainly be a sight to behold. But alas, my logical mind tells me that we must rely on evidence and facts. The existence of a manticore, with its unique anatomical features and predatory nature, would require a significant shift in our understanding of biology and zoology.
and such a creature couldn't be responsible for the bite marks on the victims.
Detective Martini, while I appreciate your creative thinking, I'm afraid the idea of a mythical creature like the manticore being
I
responsible
tend to
for the
agree
bite
with her,
marks on the
but
victim
as it's a
seems
game,
highly
I don't know what to
improbable.
expect.
We should focus on more plausible explanations rooted in reality. The injuries exhibit characteristics that align more closely with those inflicted by a living organism, possibly a large predator or an aggressive animal. It's crucial that we delve deeper into the forensic analysis to gather more concrete evidence and unravel this macabre puzzle.
An animal such as a lion?
Well, my dear investigator, the thought of a lion being the culprit behind these bite marks does cross my mind. Lions, with their powerful jaws and sharp teeth, are indeed capable of inflicting such wounds. Their canines and premolars are designed for gripping and tearing flesh. However, we must remember that we are dealing with a crime scene, not the African savannah. While it's an intriguing possibility, we must consider all avenues and thoroughly examine the available evidence before drawing any conclusions.
You don't have to go to Africa for lions, there are some at the circus.
Indeed, dear Detective Martini, lions can be found in circuses as well. These magnificent creatures, with their regal presence and awe-inspiring strength, have been a part of circus acts for centuries. It is not uncommon for trained lions to perform in shows, captivating audiences with their majestic displays of agility and power. Yet, let us not forget that even in captivity, they retain their wild instincts. The primal nature of these animals can sometimes emerge unexpectedly, leading to tragic consequences. It is a somber reminder of the delicate balance between human interaction and the inherent nature of these creatures.
There's no concept of time going by as well, so I don't know when to go back to Ingrid and ask. Have you seen any lions wandering around?
Lions, you say? A majestic creature of strength and pride, roaming freely in a wilderness. Alas, my friend, the lions of the forest are but figments of our imagination, like dreams woven.
Yeah, okay, I've had enough of you. Hello, Michelle. Never been able to talk to this one. Oh. Hello, Biagio. Hello, Biagio. Biagio. Talk to me, man. I can't get through to these people. He looks like adamant.
Greetings, good sir. I see you've taken your sweet time to arrive. Did you get lost in the labyrinth of Vaudeville's back streets?
Hold on.
Ah, Mr. Saxabar and Count Graveson. Yes, I know them. They're both respected members of our community, but I must admit I've heard some unusual rumors about them lately.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I don't want to spread gossip, but I've heard that Mr. Saxabar has been seen frequenting some rather seedy establishments in the city's underbelly. And Count Graveson, well, let's just say his reputation as a ladies' man precedes him. But I'm sure that's none of my concern.
I knew it. Ladies' man. I bet those three ladies that were killed had something to do. Maybe they rejected his what's the word? Amorous intentions.
Ah, the victims. Yes, I knew them all, of course. But I must admit, I have no idea what could have led to their untimely demises. It's all very tragic, don't you think, Detective?
I wish I could speak to this dude.
Count Graveson? Well, he's a man of many talents and interests. He's a skilled businessman, an avid art collector, and a patron of the arts. But I must admit, I've always found him to be a bit mysterious. He seems to have a finger in every pie, if you know what I mean. Ah, yes, the infamous cellar. I've heard it's full of all sorts of interesting things. But I must admit, I've never been down there myself. I don't think I'd be welcome, Detective.
Been to the manor.
The Graveson Manor? No, I've never had the pleasure. I've heard it's quite impressive, though. But I think it's best to keep my distance. I have a feeling the Count Graveson doesn't take kindly to uninvited guests. Ah, Mr. Saxabar. He's a bit of an enigma, isn't he?
Saxa.
I've heard he's a brilliant musician, but I've also heard he's involved in some rather shady dealings. But I must admit, I find him quite intriguing. I'd love to get to know him better. Oh, I don't know, Detective. I'm just a humble entrepreneur. I don't have time to concern myself with such things. But I've heard rumors of illegal trade and smuggling. But I'm sure that's none of my concern. Well, I might know a few people who could help you, Detective.
Detective.
But I must warn you, they're not the most savory characters. Are you sure you want to go down that road? All right, I'll give you a few names. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I won't.
I must say, Detective, I'm impressed. You're quite thorough in your investigation. I think I might know a thing or two that could help you.
Is this going on my notes or something? That's for me.
Well, I've heard that Mr. Saxabar has been seen with a rather unsavory character. A man named Victor. I don't know his last name, but I've heard he's involved in some rather dubious activities.
Okay, so where can I find Victor?
Ah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it, Detective?
I'll give you half a million.
I don't know where to find Victor. But I've heard he's been seen around the docks late at night. Be careful, though. He's not the kind of man you want to cross paths with. Anytime, detective. It's always a pleasure to help the law.
This guy turned out to be okay. Hello.
What's your point?
I've heard you know Victor.
Victor, never heard of him.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Because I'm predictable, mon cher.
Very predictable.
Indeed.
I may have some business for Victor. Can you put me in touch with him?
No.
I'm sure he would thank you for doing so.
No, he won't.
How do you know?
I don't.
I think you have some secrets you'd like to keep hidden.
Maybe.
You like short answers, don't you? Oh.
Yes.
You like short answers, don't you?
Yes.
Shall we talk about animals?
Sure.
You start. How does it get that?
No.
You start.
Born that way.
You start.
No.
I want to punch you in the face.
Try.
Bang bang.
Miss me.
I kicked you in the balls.
No.
I think there's something going on between you and Count Grapeson.
No.
God.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
False.
True.
Wrong.
Facts.
No.
I have the evidence.
Show me. Absolute nonsense. Lies. Because he's a liar.
I thought you were friends.
We were never friends.
Then how come you have a key to his cellar?
None of your business.
Fuck you.
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your question.
Cannot or will not?
Will not.
Why?
It's not your concern.
What do you have to hide?
Everything.
I thought so.
You thought wrong.
You know what? I'm going to accuse this guy just because he's a twat.
Have you made up your mind, Detective Martini?
It's probably Graveson.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
So it's not for any of these other reasons. Let's go for that one. Oh, this is, it's who killed like each person. Oh, this is more complicated than I thought then. Oh, this is even, right, so it's, oh, it's gone off now. So we have to,
let's see what you got, Detective Martini.
yeah, this is, it's who, you have to say, you have to accuse for each person. So it could be more than one. Well, I wouldn't even know. And then to guess 3 different people, right? Or it might not be 3 different people, but there might be one murder for 2 people and one for another one, or maybe one person did all 3. And then you've got to guess the reasons. I've been trying to solve all 3 at once. No.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Who killed Maria Jensen? This guy. Can't
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
Nicola Grossman. Back to this dude.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why? Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
Anything in the notes? Can't bring the notes up now. I'll see you in court.
Over my dead body.
If necessary.
Bring it on.
Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. There you go. So, yeah, Vaudeville. It looks it looks as if the mystery is a little bit more complex than I first thought it was going to be. But yeah, I love that you can just talk and it remembers things about you. You know, you go back to somebody and they'll go, "Hi Rusty," if you said call me Rusty or whatever. And you can ask follow-up questions and they'll remember previous conversations and stuff like that. It's really handy, really good. And it doesn't even need a save because it's only going to be one set of outcomes, isn't it, really? It doesn't, as long as you remember it yourself, take notes in your little notebook, or maybe just do it with actual paper and pen and write down things that you think might keep or things that you think might be important that you need to remember later. Some weird characters here though. I mean, Saxabar's weird, the Blackwoods Dada, is that it? Is weird. Somebody has killed these women with a lion, I think. And you've got the circus guy, and you've got Graveson, who's got an animal, which may or may not be a manticore, probably not. It could be a lion that's just been made to look like one, but it actually isn't. I don't know. I'm afraid I didn't get very far, but there was some intriguing moments there. As for the rest of it, I will leave you guys to form your opinions. Again, this is something that is kind of new in the gaming arena, but I'm sure as time goes on, we're going to be seeing more AI-driven games in all sorts of different fields and areas. So that's kind of exciting, I think. And if this is an early example of what's possible, it's early days for a game like this to come out. It is very early days, especially when it comes, like even on ChatGPT, you know, the conversations. If you were able to tell ChatGPT to create a mystery with certain characters, generate the characters and you're going to play the detective, and then you talk to ChatGPT and stuff, it would probably be something like this, only without the graphics. So we are in early days, and I'm curious to see where AI is going to go in different aspects of the game. So, certainly in something like Elite Dangerous would be cool, like all the comms that takes place, like Starfield as well. When you jump into a system and there's ships there and they want to talk to you, that's all scripted. But what if it wasn't? What if it was AI, and you could either text chat or voice chat back to them? Yeah, where's it going to go? Guys, I will leave you to think of it and maybe wonder. I hope you enjoyed Vaudeville. It was something different, very different, and again, thank you to the publishers for the key. Yeah, I might revisit this myself. I might need to go online and get a couple of hints and tips though, because it might be that I'm not a very good detective after all. See you later. Bye for now.